Welcome back to CoinFest.Asia, the largest festival in Southeast Asia. This is the Startup Grand stage in the ICP booth. We are here with Ryan, Candao. So we are having a ChaTea conversation.
A chat and tea conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Ryan, what is Candao?
So Candao means that everyone can build on a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. And Candao is a social platform that allows you to go ahead and monetize your relationships 50 levels deep on the blockchain for free.
Wow, 50 level dips.
50. Yes, 50.
So how can we monetize relationship?
Well, it's really interesting because they've been monetizing us for the longest time when we're talking about the technocrat companies like Facebook and Instagram and all these companies. We brought people to these social media platforms and we only see the people that we added as friends, but we cannot see the people that they added to turn this into, you know, whatever, a billion people on these social platforms now. So this allows us to very easily see who we brought to the social network and the people that they brought in 15 levels deep right there.
So it's a social network. It's a decentralized social network?
Yes, it's fully decentralized. And the beautiful thing about this is me and my business partners have studied different social media networks. You know, how do we return the money back to the people? I've been saying this for 13 years when we started first mining Bitcoin, is monetization beyond blockchain. This is very, very important because currently there is 2.3 million different kinds of cryptocurrencies in the world with 1,000 blockchains. So it's almost like a complete Ponzi scheme. The question is, how do we make this work and have a coin of the people for the people, which we believe is a social platform that every single blockchain in the world can build upon, that has a master coin that overrides all those transactions of all the blockchains building upon it.
Basically,
Yes.
it's based. So it's based on the value that we bring with ourselves. So when we join Candao, we are adding value to Candao, and that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing is, you know, the definition of Candao, can build on the decentralized autonomous organization, is it's as simple as bringing a friend into the ecosystem, for example. It's as simple as making a post, which that's what we do all the time nowadays. And the thing about it is, the nice thing about having with Candao is that your ID is verified on the blockchain. I don't know about you, but there's 8 of me on Instagram, and 7 of those are not me right now. And there's been a major, you know, if you're an influencer out there, a lot of times the people are pretending to be you, for example, and they're stealing from other people. And you hear these cases all the time where people are being robbed from online for lots of money, you know, here and there.
So it's also a verified identity too.
Yes, that's very, very important. So your cryptocurrency wallet confirms who you are, so you can just have one identity. And this is a beautiful thing. So if you look at in Web 2, for example, you have Apple Store and you have Droid Store. These two entities control the different applications that are coming out. They can either say an app can come out or an app does not get to come out. So in Web3, this is where Web3 defined is blockchain meets the internet, obviously, okay? And in Web3, what our proposal is that the social media network actually becomes that application store in Web3 for every blockchain to go ahead and build apps and decentralize the apps that are already in existence, like the Uber, the Airbnb, the OnlyFans, and all that out there nowadays.
The beauty of a DAO is that in reality you are building this with the community, with the people who participate, right? So who actually is building this with you?
Well, right now we've been out and really building this. A little tea for you. You're welcome. You know, for a few months now. And we've got people all across the world that understand that the internet censorship is just off the freaking charts nowadays. Cheers. The internet censorship is way off the charts nowadays. This needs to stop, especially as the elections are getting more, you know, a little bit turbulent. we need freedom of speech. We need people to be able to talk about important matters out of there. And so obviously, social media should be done. And it sure is nice if you get platforms out there that are taking this money and doing things that doesn't benefit us all.
So you came to Bali just a few hours ago. You landed in Bali.
Yeah.
And how do you find the Bali, the energy of Bali?
I absolutely love it here. I've been here one time before, about 5 years ago, and I spent a lot of time in Tulum, Mexico, which it has kind of the Tulum vibes. Tulum has the Bali vibes. I don't know which one. Probably Tulum has the Bali vibes, I would imagine, right? And so seeing a lot of my friends that I would meet up in Tulum all the time, I go down there quite often. They come over here to Bali, and I'm getting a strong sense of Web3, the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies really evolving at this and becoming like the epicenter of the new earth is what Bali feels like to me right now. And just awesome, purpose-driven people. That's awesome.
That's why I asked this question, because I see your tattoo on the left-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
This one that I love. And we had a conversation before.
Yeah.
And so how did you came up with the idea of Candao? So what's the why behind it?
Well, Candao was not my creation. I cannot say that I created any of these technologies that I assembled together. But, working with like-minded individuals and going to these conferences and learning what people are looking for nowadays and what's really, really important is that we get to the core of Web3. Web3 is just really starting to kick off right now. It's important that we get to the core of Web3 in a very effective way. So this is going to define how we move into the metaverse of the future. Not that I want to be there all the time, but it's important that we simplify the internet as much as possible and make it as lucrative as possible for mankind also at the same time. So I just pride myself, in the infancy staging, taking core technologies and putting those together in addition to Candao to have something explosive where we truly believe that we've cracked the global financial system wide open as a unit of people in this globe that get this message right here.
Amazing, amazing. So in the ChaTea talk, right, we have this beautiful idea that you can choose one of these 3 cards, right? And there will be a question. Which one do you choose?
Oh, okay, questions on the back side, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, if you could master any skill instantly, what would it be? You stumped me. Let's see, I would have to say breakdancing. Skill. I like to live every single day doing the best I can for humanity, and being on that path right there. So the skill, I would love to be more in tune with everything that is coming into existence to find out how we could expedite merging those technologies together, as this is like becoming the singularity right now, to really reinvent the world as quickly as possible. So call that a skill, a dream, a wish, a hope, but that's my thought on that.
Wow. So your vision about the future, because you are mentioning the metaverse,
yeah.
Right? So what is your take on the next 10 years? Where do you see us going?
Well, I think it's that it's going to become known that when I was with Brock Pierce last week in New York, over to him about 2 weeks before, and it was how we had the concept. He considers himself a utopian capitalist, and so do I, and a futurist, and so do I. But he was talking about utopia through doing it through a universal basic income. And UBI, you've heard this term before, universal basic income. It's like, how do you go ahead and create a universal basic income that is going to be, first of all, basic, that solo vibe, right? Basic, we like our stuff custom, we like our stuff top notch. In a world that there is hundreds of trillions of dollars to bring back to the people through decentralizing these different technologies and applications out there, like the social giants and stuff. So, what we've created, taking these core technologies and building onto this core of the DAO, and there's a lot of technologies here that I'm looking forward to assimilating into this mission. and this is meant to be, I truly believe our consciousness is really bringing this together very quickly right now. So I think we are truly going to change the financial system of the world. I'm going to say it's going to be this year. I'm going to say it's going to be this year because the publicity that we have, going to the United Nations, people such as Brock Peterson, other influential people that are working with these technologies, it's going to become known fact that this is more powerful, a currency of the people, by the people, which is a social media cryptocurrency. And that's, to me, I think that's a wonderful idea and supersedes 99.9% of all cryptocurrencies in the world currently.
And the token is already live?
The CDO token, the Candao token, and keep in mind this, everyone, that the CDO token, every single blockchain in the world can build onto this mainframe social media platform right there. So if you create like an Uber application on the Ethereum blockchain right here, if you create on the Tron network an OnlyFans, for example, if you create an Airbnb on the EOS network or what have you, okay, the thing about it is keep in mind on every single transaction, there's 50 levels of compensation going up. Let's say someone rents a Airbnb on level 50 in your monetized network, that triggers a smart contract of 50 levels deep of compensation. Let's say if it was $150 that Airbnb made, that's $3 per level. That would go up 50 levels right there. You see, so it brings our eyes onto the transactions that are taking place and stuff like this, which makes every person an influencer out there and be rewarded for their efforts. So that cryptocurrency is the gas fee for all the blockchains in the world building onto this DAO right here. I know it's a lot, but it's a lot.
So right now, Candao, on which blockchain it's based?
We're blockchain agnostic, but we're on BNB chain right now. BNB chain.
So right now you pay the gas to BNB.
That's correct. Our coin again does not come out until December. We've put some interesting parameters into ChatGPT and OpenAI to determine what that coin is going to do in 3 years, which was quite substantial, but didn't take into consideration all the cool stuff that we're doing with very well-known entities and governments. For example, I have a call this week with the vice president of Ghana, and they want to bring this in for their presidential, their presidential election this coming November. So yeah, things are moving fast.
The community is pretty big, and so it's a DAO, one vote, one token.
And your question about
decentralization. So what's your plan to keep the DAO decentralized?
I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to that. I'm not going to BS you. I want to tell you what I know and the vision that we have and how people can partake, and but I can get that question answered for you.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think it's the intention is already decentralized.
Yes, and obviously, we have top security people coming in.
The team is pretty big, and can you share with us the team working on this project? Because the community is huge, and
Well, I think it's really important, first of all, that this is not about just money or a small initiative. This is about getting down to the core of what Web3 is: monetization beyond blockchain. Monetization beyond blockchain, so important right there. And so, in just having the heart in the right place to go ahead and create something like this. So I'm proud to say that our co-founders of this project, their heart is in the right place. They're always receptive. I haven't found one instance where a blockchain project, or not even a blockchain project, can come on board and implement, to sell their stuff through here, for example, so that's fun. It's nice to be able to say we can help everyone and be open-minded about that, to have a meaningful and productive conversation.
So in the near future, right? How can I support you? How can we, with the Startup Grind, support you?
How you can support us at Candao is everyone should go ahead and create a free social media profile at Candao. It takes 3 minutes to do. All you have to do is go onto your BNB chain, and you go to Candao.io. You'll want to put a referral code in there. So we've got some referral codes in here we can get you on. You'll just switch over to Binance chain right there, and you sign up in Candao, and upload your profile picture like you would as a social platform, and then start thinking about the different sectors that you want to work in. if it's like, free energy, if it's, or solar energy. I mean, we have all these different initiatives, and we've got groups that you can be part of and start kind of putting our minds together and see these different apps that we can make to simplify this decentralization of the world.
So basically, if you have an idea in Candao, you can.
Yes, you can. DAO.
Right. So yeah, it's a pleasure interviewing you today at CoinFest. We are in the ICP booth. There is down there here a hackathon going on. There are thousands of people actually.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
See this all.
Yeah. So thank you so much from the ChaTea talk. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, brother. It's awesome meeting you and being here.
We can
We can build on the DAO to change the world today. Thank you.